Hi guys, I'm Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm an esthetician and makeup artist with over 15 years experience, and today I'm going to be doing Ask the Esthetician. So I asked you guys on my Instagram to send me some of your questions. I've got my handy dandy MacBook here, so I've got all the questions here. So I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions today. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do a series of this. I can do Ask the Makeup Artist as well, Ask the Business Owner. I can do like a girl boss thing. So let me know what you want to see, because I'd love to get some feedback from my audience. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into these questions. So the first question I see here is, how often should I exfoliate? So for the body, I recommend about 2 to 3 times a week. You can use a scrub, you can use a dry brush, exfoliating mitt, anything like that. All over the body. And if we're talking about exfoliating the face, I usually say about 2 times a week on average. If you're really sensitive, I might even say 1 times a week. You could use a facial scrub for this. You can also use a chemical exfoliant, like an AHA, BHA type of serum. Usually those can be used nightly, just depending again on the sensitivity of your skin. You don't want to overdo it with those, so kind of like user discretion advised, kind of just dependent on your skin type and things like that. Okay, so the next question, why do I get bumps after waxing, and what can I use on the bumps? So a lot of times people get bumps. There's a couple different reasons. You can have a histamine reaction after waxing, which is just your body's reaction to the hair being pulled out of the follicle. You can get a little bit sensitive. You can get kind of like bumps that look like hives. This is normal. This should go down. This I wouldn't worry too much about. There's that kind of bump. There's also bumps that are like a bacterial reaction. They look kind of like a whitehead, like a zit. Those can happen after waxing when bacteria is introduced into the skin. So if you're sweating, if you're wearing tight-fitting clothing after, if you go work out after, this can develop. Something I love for treating any kind of bumps after waxing, any irritation is my Bush Balm. So this stuff is awesome. This is all natural. It's a blend of essential oils. There's tea tree in here. It's really going to cut down the inflammation, as well as some other oils to help soothe and just calm the skin. So highly recommend some kind of product for after waxing, after post hair removal. This is my favorite. This stuff is awesome. So just anything like this applied to the skin after will really help soothe the skin and kind of help calm down any of those kind of reactions. Okay, next question. Why you so hot? Why you so hot? Because I know who asked me this, and right back at you, sister. Love you lots. Next question is, what's the difference between mineral sunscreen and regular sunscreen? So there's mineral sunscreen and then there's chemical sunscreen. So chemical sunscreen would be classified as a regular sunscreen. So mineral sunscreen usually has kind of like a zinc oxide, titanium dioxide ingredient in it. So that's going to actually create like a full barrier on the skin, and it's going to actually deflect any UV rays, where a chemical sunscreen or a regular sunscreen is made up of like a chemical composition, and it actually absorbs the UV rays. So I prefer a mineral sunscreen absolutely anytime, because it's actually going to deflect those UV rays rather than absorb them. So it's usually way better for the skin to use a mineral sunscreen. The next question is, do I have to wear sunscreen inside my house? Yes. If you have windows in your house, there's going to be UV rays that are going to be coming into your home. And if you're in there, there's a chance that your skin is being exposed to those UV rays. I get asked this a lot about driving in the car as well. Oh, I'm just in my car and then I go into work. Like, I don't need sunscreen. You're in your car and there's windows. So the sun will be able to come in and it will be able to hit your skin. So same with at a workplace, at your home. If there's windows, I want you to be putting your SPF on. Get into the habit of putting it on every morning. That's honestly the best thing I can recommend for all y'all. The next question is, how long does my hair need to be in order to wax it? I get asked this one a lot. So about a quarter to half an inch long. So think about a grain of rice. So about that long. I want to say about, if you are shaving, you want to wait about 2 weeks after you last shave before you come in for a wax. Anything before that, we're not going to hit all those hairs. We're not going to be able to grab them all. And it's just too short. So I need some length to work with. And a lot of people are like, do I have to trim? I'd rather you not trim. Leave it for me. And yeah, there's no worries about that when it comes to that kind of thing. But just kind of keep in mind, if you are shaving, you want to wait about 2 weeks or quarter to half an inch growth, whatever kind of happens first. Know what time it is. Hydration break. Okay, the next question is, if I wax, will my hair grow back thicker and darker? So this is a huge misconception when it comes to waxing. It's simply not true. It's a myth. So if we wax your hair, it's not going to come back thicker and darker. If anything, I find it's going to come back sparser and lighter. So usually with regular waxing, you end up having a lot less hair, which is amazing. Like, who doesn't want that? But I think why this became like a rumor is because I think that people would get a wax and then they'd be like, oh my God, I have no hair. This is amazing. And then their hair would start to grow back and all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, it's so dark, it's so thick. But it's actually the exact same as before, if anything, a little bit lighter. It's just that they were used to having no hair and now they have hair. So in their mind, they may have felt that it was thicker and darker when in fact it really wasn't. So I think it just kind of created this kind of like rumor with people, but it will not make your hair grow back thicker and darker. I've actually never seen that happen in my 15 years of doing waxing. So rest assured, your hair will not grow back thicker and darker if you wax. Okay, next question. If my skin is oily, do I need to use a moisturizer? Yes. Yes. Please use a moisturizer, no matter what your skin type is. Oily skin needs moisture too. Oftentimes, what I have found is that your skin will produce more oil to compensate for the lack of moisture in the skin. So oftentimes, for my oily skin clients, I always make sure that they are moisturizing really well. And usually in a facial, I will give them a lot of moisture into the skin as much as I can in that facial, because it is so important to hydrate all kinds of skin, but absolutely oily skin needs moisturizer. Next question. It says, I get ingrown toenails often. What can I do to relieve the pain? Okay, so do I. I have the answer for you. My best thing that I've ever found that works absolute best is hot water soaked with Epsom salt for 15 minutes. So you want the water to be as hot as you can stand it. You want your Epsom salts, I think about a cup. You want to set your timer for 15 minutes. You want to sit in there and soak. It's going to help cut down inflammation. It's going to draw out any infection if there is any. It works amazingly. Also, regular pedicures, make sure you're getting your toenails cut really straight across, square corners. Make sure there's nothing digging in. And I find that those two together are the absolute best for preventing and helping any pain with ingrown toenails. All right, guys, well, that concludes today's question and answer. I hope that helps some of you guys answer some of your questions. Leave in the comments down below if you guys have any questions about business, makeup artistry, aesthetics, like anything to do with that, because I would love to make this a series and do more questions and answers like this. This was a lot of fun. So please like and subscribe this video. You can turn on the bell notification so you will be notified of my future videos. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos coming your way, and I'll see you guys in the next video.